Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your life, your business, all of it. Time to crush those goals. Time to get after it. Let's go. You are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. We're coming to you again from beautiful downtown Springfield in the Big Dog Construction Studio. Hey, we've got so much going on in Springfield right now. Make sure you are participating. Get out there, network with folks, be a part of the community, support local businesses, support local nonprofits, and let's go. We can all grow together. So, hey, another great episode for you today. We're going to get right to our guest after the break. Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing experts serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing.
And we are back. Hey, obviously I am not in the studio, but I am in an absolutely gorgeous location right now. And joining me is my business partner at Big Dog Business Coaching, Mr. Chris Hartsook. Chris, how we doing today?
I'm doing great, Robert. Glad to be here.
Hey, it is awesome in Miami, isn't it?
It is. It's I don't know, about 9 o'clock at night down here. The breeze is great. The temperature is perfect.
And this is what we do. Chris and I came down to a 10X Business Coach Mastermind, and after a full day of training, hey, what do? Hey, let's go record a podcast, and let's get some of that 10X fire out to the Elevate audience. So we're down here for 2 days. It is a specific event just for business coaches that Chris and I are. And like we've mentioned before, Chris is actually a performance coach with Grant Cardone right now. And what is that? One of 36?
38 in the world.
Gotta love that.
Because
brother.
we are all around the world. We have Australia. We have performance coaches down there. We have performance coaches in England. We have them in France. We have them in Canada. We have them all over America as well. It's an elite group, and Grant Cardone is looking to expand that number of his performance coaches, which this man right here.
That's right.
He starts in 2 weeks
Just
from
about
Monday.
2 weeks.
A week from Monday.
Week from Monday, because it's
2 weeks
22nd.
from yesterday.
Yep.
Exactly.
There we
He
go.
starts the 16-week journey of completing his level 6 training, and then that gets him to the opportunity to apply for a performance coach position. So he's in, he's locked, he's in, he is in 10X. Like someone said today, you cut them, they're gonna bleed 10X.
That's right.
So that's Robert.
We bleed 10X right here. So wherever you are on the Grant Cardone spectrum of coaches, hey, it is our mission to fulfill his mission of reaching 8 billion folks all across the world, and that's what we're gonna do, right?
That's right, 8.3 billion at this point. Ooh. That's right, that number keeps creeping as the population goes up.
That's right.
I love how they're hopefully they don't get motion sickness show because the wind's got the camera rocking on us, and it's okay though, because you know what? We are just a little bit away from the 10X corporate headquarters right there behind me. As you can see us, the 2 lights you see beaming, that is Cardone Capital right there. Headquarters.
That's right. Yeah, that is not us moving around. That is the camera, because we got some wind here. We did not bring our good tripod. We've got this one that's doing a little bit of wobbling.
That's right. That's right.
One of the things we go over with all of our clients, and Cardone goes over with all of their clients, is his 13 rules of success. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. Chris, let's get going on it. What's rule number 1?
Rule number 1 of the 13 rules of success are show up. You've got to show up to blow up. If you're not there, you're going to miss out on the opportunities, right? So you got to make sure, be there, be present, show up, right?
That's right. And if you don't show up, you never know what you missed out on. So, hey, even if you feel a little FOMO like that.
I was going to say FOMO, exactly.
Use it as a reason to show up. Get out there and get going. Show up. First rule of success.
That's right. That's right. And the number 2 rule is the 100% philosophy. That's 100% commit to whatever you're showing up for, right? If you don't commit, why do it, right?
Right.
What does Grant say about walls?
Hey, hit the wall and go through that wall. That's what GC always says. So are you 100% committed to what you are doing? Are you ready to go fully toward failure, toward that thing you're committed to?
That's
because
right.
if you're not 100% committed.
That's right. And I always say, look beyond the wall, because then as you look beyond the wall as your target, you will blast through that wall and anything in your way. So 100% philosophy, commit, right? Number 3 on that list is give. Give everything you've got to this process. Give everything you've got to reaching your target, right?
Everything we've done with GC and the team at 10X, they give to us. Every program that we've been a part of, it's always been so much more than what you originally say you quote unquote signed up for or paid for. It's always much more than that.
It is, because they are doing the number 4 rule of success, which is focusing on their dreams, which is focus your dreams. And that word dreams can be interchanged with target or goals. So focus on your targets, set those dreams, whatever they are, beyond whatever you think they can be.
And what are some of the areas people should have targets around?
Well, they should have targets, one, on their spiritual, right? Familial, recreational, professional, income, and wealth.
Absolutely.
Yep. And physical.
Yeah.
Physical as well. There's 7 pillars there
Yep.
in that 10X super life that Grant talks about, right? So setting those targets in each one of those 7. And one thing I talk to our clients about is in those, when you look at the 10X Super Life exercise, you've got income, wealth, physical, spiritual, familial, recreational, professional. The 3 in the middle, the physical, spiritual, and familial, they're in the middle as your core pillars. When those 3 are strong and on point, your other outliers will come into play. And that's what I tell our clients all the time. Focus on those 3, make those strong, and those other 4 will come into place there.
Absolutely. And if you're a fan of Elevate Springfield and you've listened to all these episodes, and I know you have, you've probably heard about that 10X Super Life because I've done a full episode on it on Separation Saturday. So if you want a little bit more on the Super Life, search for Super Life in the Elevate Springfield search bar.
Out of all the 250 plus that you've done, and congratulations on hitting your 250th episode earlier this week or last week.
Last week,
yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So that brings us to number 5, exercise. Take care of your energy unit. That's your core, right? Take care of your body, your spirit and mind. And again, that ties into those 3 centered pillars on the super life.
And again, if you're an Elevate fan, you know on Fridays we have our health and wellness segments. Hey, you're starting to see a theme here on how some of my segments are actually prepared for you guys.
Exemplifies the number 5 of the 13 rules of success. It's Robert. Exercise, taking care of that energy unit. He watches everything that goes in his body. And I don't mean like I do. I watch the piece of food that goes through my mouth. He watches what he ingests in his body, right? And how he takes care of that. So number 6, which is food is fuel.
There you go.
Right? Food is fuel. That's, again, you got to watch what you put in your body. Robert is a true example of that.
Whole foods, y'all. We talk about it all the time on our wellness upgrade segments.
Number 7 on the 13 rules of success is change your attitude, thoughts, and words, right? So what we hear is what you think is what you say is what you do, and what you do is ultimately what people remember you by. So clean thoughts, positive thoughts, negative crap out the window. Just no negativity allowed right here. We wear it because it's the way we live our life, and everyone should live their life. Because it's amazing. The longer you live your life with no negativity, you can almost sense it when you walk into a room. It's like, ooh, there's some negative crap in here, right? So definitely change your attitude, thoughts, and words.
With that too, with changing your attitudes, thoughts, and words, how do you change some of the things from outside getting into you? What are some of those other negative things you need to clean out of your life?
Well, they say that you resemble and model the 5 closest people you surround yourself with, right? So sometimes people have to cut those negative people out of their life that they've been long life friends with.
Right.
But they just can't seem to get up and out of their own way to see the positive in life, right?
Right.
And so sometimes you got to get away from that negative energy And you just got to do that.
No doubt about it. And the negative news.
Gosh, yeah.
Replace it with some personal development. You'll see a change
in the mornings.
immediately.
Years ago, I used to turn the news on every morning. What's going on in the world, right? What's the negative crap happening and all that? Now, boom, Cardone University.
Mm-hmm.
I am feeding myself with positive energy every morning, how to do stuff better, how to align myself more into the 10X ecosystem, and that's what it's about. Because number 8 on that list is the more you learn, the more you earn, right?
Absolutely.
Educate yourself in positive things. We just talked about positive things.
And that doesn't mean, hey, I got to go to college right now,
No.
then I got to go get a master's degree, then I got to go do a doctoral thesis. That does not mean that.
No, it means, hey, how you doing, Robert?
Yeah.
Glad to meet you, right? Communication, communication skills. You don't have to learn that in college. You don't have to learn it in school. Watch it on Cardone U.
That's right.
Grant Cardone will teach you how to talk to people, how to interact with them, how to be positive. Dave Robards, number one sales guy for Grant Cardone, Dave Robards, he's like, oh, he's got that smile on his face, right? Brother Dave. That's right. Hope this isn't too cheesy for you, Dave. Right?
Well, what we learned today, too, we've learned it before, but they said it again today, is if somebody out there is successful in the area that you want to be successful in, they know something that you don't know, right? So go ask them, hey, what do you, learn from them.
Yeah, how did you get where you are?
How did you get there?
Right, because they weren't just born into it. And that's the thing. Majority of people in the 10X ecosystem, they brought themselves up into the ecosystem and became successful because of what Grant has gone through and Grant has put on paper, then cassette, and then DVD, and then now digital and streaming. And you can't go anywhere without seeing the 10X, Grant Cardone, and everything that he does. And that's the key thing, because he does take number 9 to heart, is take responsibility for all results, good or bad, right? If something bad happens, take it on the chin. I accept all responsibility for that. I'm gonna learn from it, but I'm not gonna quit, right? Because failure only comes when you quit. So we don't quit. Take responsibility. And the good stuff, don't be afraid to say, hey, I did a good job. Robert, you did a good job.
Exactly. Responsibility for both the wins and the losses and everything in between.
That's right. And if you do have losses, number 10 is always move forward. Don't dwell in the past. The old expression about the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason. It's true in life. Don't look back. Learn from what happened and always move forward. Always move forward. You may hear the expression 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, whatever it is. Always, though, get the momentum going forward.
Absolutely.
Number 11.
Ready for it.
Prosperity attitude.
Oh, this one can be tough for
what's that mean
people
to
sometimes. Prosperity attitude means anything and everything is possible to me if I put in the work to be able to get there.
Abundance.
And abundance. And there is no scarcity in my life. There's plenty of money, there's plenty of love, there's plenty of everything out there. We just got to go get it.
That's right. And I love Grant's analogy of this about the ocean, right? If you go to the ocean, everyone knows the ocean. Oh, gosh, it's huge, it's vast. So is the money in the world, right? And other things in the world, the love and energy and all that, right? So if you go up to the ocean and you take a 5-gallon bucket and you carry as many 5-gallon buckets as you want out of that ocean, back and forth until you drop, that ocean is not gonna change. And that's the way the economy is, the prosperity, it's out there. You just gotta figure out, I wanna go get it. I wanna go get it.
Absolutely. And far too many times, especially for folks that are stuck in that middle-class mindset that GC talks about a lot, right?
Which level of middle class, though?
Right.
There's like 3 levels of it now.
Right. But it's all in his philosophy of average is a failing formula. So anything in the middle class would be average. None of us want to be average. So we're pushing through those limiting beliefs, knowing that there is abundance out there for all of us to take advantage of.
Definitely. And that brings up, why don't you go ahead and remind us what those 4 levels of action are?
Absolutely. So we've got no action. We've got retreat, actually backing away from that target or goal.
Not moving forward, like number 10.
Yeah. And then number 3, we've got average action, which if you've listened to the show before, you've heard me say many, many times is the most dangerous level of action. And then 4, it's where us 10Xers want to live at all times, and that's massive action, Chris. So
that's right.
Remind them what massive action is.
Massive action is going above and beyond what the normal person would do to take and make something happen. If it normally takes you 30 minutes to get more ready in the morning, your shower, your routine, get dressed, eat and all that, take massive action. I do it in 15. Challenge yourself. Just challenge yourself to always do something better than you did it before. That 1% increase goal, right?
Yep.
Be 1% better today than you were yesterday. By the end of the year, you'd be 365% better than you were at the beginning of the year.
Completely different.
It is. And even if it's just one minuscule thing that you change a day to the positive, it's better than you were the day before.
Yep.
So make it happen. And that comes up to number 12, which is consistency. And this is so key. I know you're consistent in your daily routine. Hit us what consistency means to you.
Yeah, consistency to me is the discipline to do what you need to do to achieve your goals without needing motivation is consistency to me. Being able to be disciplined in the fact that, hey, this is what I need to do every single day in and day out to be able to reach the targets that I've set for myself, which they're 10X targets.
That's right.
Brother? So
that's right.
That's what consistency is to me. You don't need motivation when you have consistent discipline in your life.
And consistency for a business is creating repeatable systems in place, right? Those SOPs, standard operating procedures, getting consistent at those and how they work. That way, if for some reason someone leaves the company, someone new comes in, they can pick up those SOPs and be consistent in what your business was running day to day. Because as Brandon Dawson tells us, consistency plus velocity equals revenue. And then if you have the consistency there on your systems, you crank up that velocity, which means you're cranking up more revenue.
Absolutely.
So consistency, velocity equals revenue. So
I absolutely love that.
I love it too.
I was about to say, I know you have a phrase on consistency that we learned from.
I do, because I love
it.
that. Because when I heard him say that again at the business summit in March, I was just like, it just resonated with me so much because I'm a business owner, you're a business owner, and it just resonated. It just makes it so simple. Right?
Yeah.
Get the consistency of your systems. And again, health-wise, right? Daily routine. I have a time I get up every morning. I know what time I'm getting up. I immediately pop on and do my Cardone training. I get that done out of the way. Then I'm brushing my teeth, I'm showering, right? I'm getting the fuel. Food is fuel, right. Number 6, the energy for the body. So it's amazing how all 13 of these go together, because number 13 is, you mentioned it earlier, it's go for failure.
You're right.
Right?
That's right.
And going for failure means there is no failure unless you quit. And so that means don't quit. If something doesn't go the way you thought it would, back up, look at it, then move forward
Push
again
ahead.
faster and harder through the wall. Because it's amazing how all these greats, John Maxwell, Grant Cardone, Brandon Dawson, Stephen Covey, I mean, they all these things come together and they just make sense. One of the laws of attraction is picture, right? The law of picture. If you can't see it, you can't plan for it, which means you can't obtain it. So it means you got to see that target. You got to see, if my target is to be on the other side of that wall, then I've got to see beyond that wall and go through it. And that's the point of go for failure.
Right.
And here's the last thing on that. Never, ever lower your target.
Exactly right.
Never. Grant Cardone admitted this. He said it. We were at his house back in March.
Yep.
And he said he has never hit a target he set. And what that means, it doesn't mean he's failed. That means the closer he got to a target, he raised that target, right? Because he's like, shit, we're going to hit this target.
Right.
We're going to raise it. He kept increasing the level of massive action for him and his team. And that to me is going for failure. And that's why these 13 rules, and you can find them online too, but 13 rules, my clients print them out. They look at it every day and they follow that.
Absolutely.
Here's one of the things that we'll tell our clients. And if you like these, listen to us on this. If you ever get stuck, just look at the list and go, what am I not doing on this list? And be like, oh my gosh, it's number 7, my attitude. It's wrong, right? And you'd be like, all right, I got to correct it. Or your attitude's wrong because you need to do number 8, which is learn more so you can earn more, right? It's all about that positive mentality, because everything is possible as long as you're willing to take that first step towards doing it. Because it is the starting that stops everyone. Right?
Absolutely.
I had a client earlier this week that when I was talking to him, he was going to do reach outs. He's going to do calls, right? Cold calls, right? He had 250 people on his list. It's been on his list 2 weeks. I said, hey, did you make those calls? No, I had this come up. I'm like, how about we role play real quick? You calling me as a cold call, right? Someone that you've done work for in the past, but let's do a cold call exercise. And you know what? We did it. We walked through it. And then I immediately flipped it and I became him and I role played him. And within 30 seconds, he's like, I got it.
Yep.
It's just doing what you got to do, checking the list. You know, it's like Santa Claus.
Right.
Checking the list twice.
Role play is huge too. And
oh my gosh.
So many people don't do that. How important is that?
I used to be anti-role play. I swear, when I first got into the 10X ecosystem, I was like, role playing, that's for sissies. I don't need to role play. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. No one knows my trade better than me, right? And then I realized, crap, I do need to role play.
Right.
And the more that we both got into the ecosystem of 10X and became coaches, it's what it's about. Because if we can't help our clients when we're coaching them, then why are we a coach, right? And why are we doing these podcasts?
Right.
We're doing it to educate people, right, on how they can be better 1% a day.
Yeah. And you mentioned the targets. You said as a 10X target, you're going to keep increasing it.
Correct.
But that is completely different than the normal average mindset, isn't
Right.
it? Most times, if your sales team is not quite going to hit your target, well, let's recalibrate. Let's
Right.
recalibrate that
Right.
to where we think we're actually going to
Jimmy
make.
was out sick for a week, so we lost a week of sales production. Well, we'll take off a percentage of that because of that. No,
Right.
no. Everyone else on that team should pick up the slack and blow through that.
A lot of what we talk about is that mindset shift,
It
right?
is.
So when you're doing that, when you're lowering that target for the you or the entire team,
Right.
what does that do to the mindset?
It just means it's okay to fail.
Yeah.
Right? It means okay. We adjust it this time. If we mess up later, we can lower it again. And it's just the wrong way to think about it. Always think of the reverse. Let's take it higher. Let's take it higher and higher. And then what do we have to do to reach that? Set a plan in place and make it happen.
And Chris, all this stuff here that we've talked about today and that we talk about on Elevate Springfield and on your podcast, Designing Building Mid-Illinois, all this 10X stuff, remind everybody who we learned that from and some of the backing that they have and some of the things they've done that show the impact of this curriculum, of this mindset, of all these strategies.
Oh my gosh, we learned this from Grant Cardone,
There we
right?
go.
Louisiana boy, Grant Cardone, as Jared Glant said
Right.
today, right? President of CTTI. Grant has the backing of, they have 200 and how many employees they say? 268?
268, I believe was the number
268. They
today,
had two interviewing there today as well,
Yep.
right? That backing, and it's decades of life experience and life application to thousands of other businesses. I think they've, with Cardone Capital, or 1,300,000,000. They're like,
I think it was almost 2 billion today.
Was it almost
I
2
thought
billion?
It was 1.93 something.
So he is able to bring, with his systems in place, people and accessibility to abundance, that prosperity mindset, right? And he has transformed the lives of thousands and thousands of people. And his goal is to reach, like we mentioned earlier, 8.3 billion people in the world, not to be godlike in his sense, but he wants them to know that anything is possible and abundance is out there if they take that advantage to it. And he's leveraging us as coaches to help get his message out to everybody.
Absolutely. Another thing they mentioned today, they've had 1.3 million customers now. Those have been business owners and businesses
definitely.
that they've been able to make an impact across the United States and across the world, as we heard today from some of our fellow coaches.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we had the table I was sitting with at lunch, because it was a networking lunch. I had someone from Russia, Netherlands, Canada. Where's the other gentleman from? Europe somewhere. We had United Nations at our table at
Right.
lunch today.
Right.
Because that's what this 10X ecosystem does, is it brings everyone together on the same common level of platform of systems. The system wheel we talk about, the 7 steps on that wheel.
Yep.
You've talked about it before. I've talked about it before. And we go through it with all our clients, right? Number 1 is target.
Yep.
Number 4 on the 13 rules of success, right? Focus on your targets. And then you have number 2, which is
Attention.
the marketing aspect of that, right?
Right.
To get to number 3, which is your leads. If you don't have leads, a business can't sell their stuff, right?
And then if you got leads, you got to be able to manage those
That's
leads,
number
right?
4, right?
There you
Lead
go.
management. Then number 5, that brings up the sales. So you've got the attention, which is the marketing, to help you get to your target. You got the leads. Now we're managing those leads. Now we're going to sell to them. That's number 5 on that wheel.
That's right. And then it's managing that after that.
Sales management,
Sales
which is the revenue management
Right.
of that wheel, right? Number 6. Number 7 is the big one. It's scale, blow up, right? Show up to blow up, right? Number 1. And sometimes you can then start right back on number 1 with a new target, which is either bigger in the same direction you're heading, and just blow it up bigger, make that wheel bigger, right? Or number 1 could be a spinoff of that business division and create that same system again,
Right.
which you should be able to go faster because you already know how to do the attention and marketing. You may have to change up how you do it on what the content is, but your lead management, your leads, sales, all that can roll.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
And each one of those, the 1, 2, 3, 4 that we just talked about, all have systems within those.
They
too.
do.
All around the wheel.
And people probably don't even think that number one has systems, but there are systems to put your targets in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? The 10X Super Life exercise.
Yeah.
That is a system to go through that to identify what your targets are. Because do you go on the Super Life, did you go through all 5 steps of that?
I did.
Yeah,
Went through the whole thing.
so everyone will know you develop your targets and then you 10X them.
Yep.
That's number 2 on there, 10X them. And then what do you have to change? What do you have to give up? And
Right.
what do you have to learn? So it is amazing how much Grant has put all this stuff together, and it's accessible, right? It's accessible to us and to you through us. Yeah,
exactly. That's right. So with that target, the system's within there too. Millionaire math. We talked about that all the time, right?
Millionaire
How are you
math.
going to get to where you want to be? Whether that's $1 million, $10 million, $100 million.
Right.
How many do you need to sell? Once you figure out how many you need to sell, how many calls you need to make to get that many appointments, et cetera, right?
How many people do you need to make those
Right.
appointments and sales to get to that $1 million or 10 million or 100 million or 1 billion, whatever that is, right?
Right.
Because nine figures is not out of the question, right, to make that happen. So Miami's live tonight with the Sirens.
It is. No, we're looking forward to another great day right over there at 10X headquarters tomorrow. Another fun day of learning and networking with other business coaches, but also learning a lot from the world-class 10X team that we have at our disposal here.
Definitely.
Chris, any parting words?
I tell you what, just stay positive. If you need more information, reach out to us. In the show notes, they'll be down there how you can get a hold of us. You can reach out and we'll give you a free consultation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's chat about it.
Well, Chris, had fun chatting with you tonight after a full day of training, brother.
I'm ready to hit it again tomorrow.
That's right. Well, I'm going to let Chris get back to elevating Springfield while we're 10X in Miami down here, y'all.
That's right.
And we'll be back after the break.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at sangamontreeservice.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst American Family Insurance Agents here to help you protect what matters most, your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hey, don't forget while you're out on social, check ours out. You can check my personal one out at Robert Ferriell at everywhere. Check out those Elevate Springfield pages, those Big Dog Business Coaching pages as well. Check us out over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe, give us a like or a follow on any of those channels. We would certainly appreciate it. So hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
When I first walked into Shudokan Karate Club, I was just looking for a way to get stronger, but what I found was so much more. Here we train in traditional karate, the real stuff, passed down through generations. Every punch, every kata has purpose. I've learned self-discipline, confidence, and how to protect myself. Not just in class, but in real life. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared. This is more than a club, it's a way of life. Join us at Shudokan, traditional, powerful, real. Ki-ai!